All right, guys. So now we have the blue truck pulled into the shop, and I actually had some plans. That being said, this one kid from town decided that he'd one-up me with tint. Yes, he did 5 over 5, and if you guys remember the video, I did 2% over my 20, and 5 over 5 is actually a little bit darker. So I decided, you know, we can't be having that around here. So I decided that I just got to put him in his place and just blow him out of the water, and we are going darker. Yes, you heard me. We are going darker because, well, because I can, simply. So, yeah, I already have the tint and everything. I pulled it in to warm it up, and then I'll be getting it tinted. And I do want to try and do the windshield. No promises. It probably won't turn out, but, you know, I can give it a try and see what happens. And, yeah, because it definitely should have the windshield tinted with the sides being so dark. And then when I'm gonna do a few other things, like, you know, I gotta finish wiring up my exhaust, and I gotta wire up the light bar in the front and add the rest of my lights, and maybe get into a few other little things. But yeah, just finishing it up a little bit better than when I did it in the fall. So definitely gonna be working on it again. So just trying to get the trucks all finished up now, and then I can worry about prepping them for paint and stuff later on. But since it's still the middle of winter, I can do the small things right now. So time to let it warm up, and then we can get to tinting it. And also, guys, I forgot to mention that back here in the box, yes, it is just a pile of snow, but underneath that pile of snow is actually the stock hood that came on this truck. And if you guys saw the build and all the videos on that, this is an aftermarket cowl hood that I painted up. And as you can see, yes, didn't exactly match, but I have some plans for all that. But with the old hood, there wasn't like anything wrong with it. It's still perfectly fine. So I will be putting that on the maroon truck when I do all the stuff to that. So definitely got some big plans for all the trucks. So stay tuned for the upcoming videos and builds to come. All right, guys. So we are back with the quad exhaust Silverado here. And today I am going to be tinting it. Yes, I am going to be tinting it. You may say, why? Well, because of this.
I think I beat you, buddy. No. Nothing like 5 over 5 and 5 over 5 over 20. Oh, yeah.
So that was a kid from town, and he was over when I did this originally, and he thought and felt the need to one-up me, and that doesn't fly around here. And I don't know if you guys remember watching the video from when I finished this, but I believe I did mention that I feel like we could even go darker than this. So, well, here we are. We're gonna go darker. So this right here is 20% layered with 2%, and, well, might as well layer it with another 2%. I've never heard of anyone going this dark before. I've heard of 5 over 5, which is what that one guy did, and I think I've read a comment somewhere where someone did 5 over 5 over 20, which this will be 20 with layered with 2, layered with another 2, and yeah, that's just gonna top it all off. I'm trying to set the bar to a whole new level. I've never seen a truck this dark before, And I have no idea how dark the rear is, because the rear is actually a touch darker, as you guys can see right there. The rear is already like pitch black, but we'll bring that to literally pitch black. So without further ado, I'm gonna get this all cleaned up and prepped and get started on the tint. All right, guys, and also before I start putting the tint on, I'm just gonna give you guys a little reference. This is a Streamlight flashlight. For those of you guys that are mechanics out there, y'all probably have one of these. This is the 700 lumen one. And just for reference, that's the illumination through the tint right now. So it's pretty dark compared to that. So just a little before and after for you guys. And I already started cleaning this one a little bit. So what I did was I used glass cleaner and then a paper towel that'll get all the dirt and grime off your window, and then go over it with a microfiber here. That works to get all of the rest of the dirt off. And then I like to go over it with a tack cloth, because as you can see, there's still little fibers and hairs left behind. And since a tack cloth is sticky, it works really good for cleaning up all sorts of surfaces, and works really good for this, I found out, because that's what I used the last time I did the tint, and it turned out all right. There I am. And I noticed that this was one imperfection, but that could have been in the layer below it. I know it's not going to be perfect, but you know, it's good enough for me. So without further ado, I'm gonna get started. All right, guys, so I figured I'd show you how the tack cloth works. So here it is. It's pretty dirty from when I painted parts of this truck, but I'll just go over it here for you guys and show you guys how nice these are, because I was actually surprised at how many people didn't know what a tack cloth was. It's for prepping paint surfaces, but it works really good for cleaning surfaces too. And just like that, you get all the hairs and fibers off of your window. And it looks like a mirror right now, but we'll make that even better. So let's get to laying tint. All right, guys, and just one more reference for you guys. So you guys can see the light through there. There's the light. There's the light through there. There's the light through the 2%. 2%. What it is now. What it's going to be. All right, let's get started. All right, guys, so that took a while compared to how long it usually takes for me to do tint, but it's been a while since I've done it, so you know, give me a break. But got this window all done, and that is insanely dark. Just a little comparison. We'll look through this one at the lights compared to that. You can't even see that other light, hardly. So let's see the flashlight test. Wow, way less. So there you guys have it. I'm gonna finish the rest of the windows now. All right, guys, so a quick little update. I got this window done, I got that window done, and I got this one done. I kind of need another person to do the rear, so I'm not gonna do that, at least not tonight. So I just got that one left, and y'all can see the difference kind of right there. You can still see through that one. Where you go over here, And yeah, that's what it's like to see through that. And then, okay, you actually can't see the lights through this one. There's lights right up there that are on. Nope. So that just goes to show how dark this one actually is. And then you got the flashlight right here. There it is. Right here. There it is. That's 700 lumens. You can just see how bright that is. And then compared to the front, again. So I don't know what's exactly on the back because it looked like it was 5% like already. So it was already super dark. And then the front was like 20, I'd say. So it is extremely dark, but let me just finish up that one really quick. All right, guys, and there you have it. As you guys saw, that went way better than the first window. I caught the hang of it again, and I'll find out what brand this tint is because it lays down so nice. Like, as you guys just saw, that was effortless. And I mean, as long as you clean your surface really good, that's a key part to a good tint job. You gotta clean the heck out of your surface and be really careful when you're putting the tint on. So you want to spray both surfaces, because if you don't, well, your tint's just gonna make you really mad and it's gonna stick to itself and you're gonna be having a bad day. But this side is done now, and let's see what is even behind that. Like, I think it. No, I actually don't think you guys can see through the camera. And then there's that side, which it looks like you guys can see through it. Yeah. Or is that reflection? I think that's reflection. Yeah, this is insanely dark. You can still see through the rear. Okay, maybe not. Okay, it is pitch dark in here, but definitely the next step to do is to do the windshield. But I'll save that for another day because I am out of time for tonight. Let's see. That tint job took me an hour. So if you guys at home want to try this yourself, it is not that bad to do at all, honestly. It is pretty simple. Well, if you take your time. Patience is definitely a key part. But like, this is probably like the 4th tint job I've done, or 5th, and yeah, it just gets easier every time. So as long as you guys practice, you guys can do anything. And also, I've been thinking lately, guys, I am officially announcing there will be a version 2 of this truck, and this is going to be my show truck. So stay tuned for that. All right, guys, and we are inside of the truck now, and this is what it looks like. It is almost pitch black. I can still see out of it. Like, I can still see the Bobcat and the truck and the banners and the lights. And then you got the windshield, clear as day. But let me just open up the door. That is what's outside. That is through the tint. So definitely gonna be trying the windshield. This one actually needs to be replaced because there's that crack in it. So might as well go all out and see if I can't get it done. Otherwise, I'll get a new windshield and tint it before it gets put in the truck, and then be sorted there. So hope you guys have enjoyed, and stay tuned for more truck stuff. because I got a lot of stuff planned for this thing now. So look forward to that.